Women have the power to transform this world. We can end crime and violence if we all agree to do one thing: share. Let's share our wisdom, share our time, share our talents, share our finances, but most of all, let's share our love. This is the Female Solution. Join me, Naima Latif, every morning, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, as we bring you stimulating discussions about the issues affecting our lives. If you're listening online at www.blogtalkradio.com/the-female-solution, press the blue button that says follow and get our daily topics every morning directly to your email and your smartphone. Hi, I'm Naima Latif, Executive Producer of the Female Solution Radio Show. We invite you to call in 515-605-9325 and participate in this daily think tank as we examine the challenges we face and develop solutions that restore peace and harmony. We are global transformers, changing the world from the way it is to the way it should be. We are one. Wherever we live on this earth, we are one human family. On behalf of our team of radio hosts, I'd like to extend a greeting to all the members of our family, whenever and wherever you may be listening around the world. To our family in China, Ni Hao. In India, Namaste. In Japan, Konnichiwa. In Korea, Annyeonghaseyo. In Russia, Здравствуйте. In Germany, Guten Tag. In Poland, Dzień dobry. In France, Bonjour. In Spain, Hola. In Italy, Ciao. In Egypt, Ahlan wa sahlan. In Ghana, Akwaba. In Nigeria, Peleo. In South Africa, Sawubona. In Senegal, Nangadef. In Kenya, Jambo. In Israel, Shalom. In Pakistan, Afghanistan, and Saudi Arabia, Assalamu alaikum. Greetings, and may peace be upon you all.
Is Monday morning a struggle to get out of bed, into the swing of things? Well, don't worry, you are not alone. Join us for thought-provoking, stimulating, and mindful conversations on higher learning with ZeldaSpeaks for your Monday morning mindfulness sessions on Blog Talk Radio, The Female Solution, Mondays, 7:30 until 9 a.m. Be sure and send your ideas, thoughts, comments, and suggestions. Experience mindfulness moments with the mindfulness/stress relief coach, ZeldaSpeaks. And thanks for sharing the mindfulness moment tip of the day. Stay on purpose, stay empowered, and stay tuned to your next session of Mindfulness on Higher Learning with ZeldaSpeaks. Make it a mindful day. And thanks for listening.
Hi, my name is Julie Myrista. I'm with the American Heart Association, and we have been up to our ears in sweetened beverage tax, so I so much appreciated the 5-minute meditation today that allowed me to get back to my center, take a few deep breaths, and really focus on what's important.
Shalom and good God morning. And thank you for joining me today on blogtalkradio.com, The Female Solution. It's your Monday morning mindfulness with ZeldaSpeaks. Mindfulness stress release coach. I'm just here to make your day better.
Hi, my name is Kim Davis, and I'm just so excited to be a part of the mindfulness exercise that we did today. Miss Zelda was excellent with allowing us to really relax in providing us with techniques of breathing to just sort of let things float off of you and get your mind in a right framework to just receive and be receptive, and above all, to be comfortable within yourself. So I thank you, Miss Zelda. I'll be tuning in more to your YouTube channel to find even more mindfulness exercises. And during this time in our lives, some of us anyway, we need to do things to relax and let go and just slow the mind down. So for that, Miss Zelda, I thank you and continue to do the great work.
Our topic today is, does corporate America have the answer to racism? And we are being joined by contributor Elder Kwame Sunhorse as we go to the phone lines and open up the phone line for our elder contributor, Kwame Sunhorse. Welcome, and thank you so much for joining us on the Female Solution. Brother Kwame?
Good morning, Sister Zelda. How are you this morning?
I'm wonderful, hot, sweating, and loving every minute of it. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. How are you today?
So I have someone to join in with under this energy of light, and we're people of the sun.
Yes.
This is our normal.
Yes.
But we've been inundated to think that we're not by, mind-changing, mind-altering knowledge. But what you're asking about is about what the corporations are now doing. Apple was one of the contributors, with this corporate reparations. That's all it is that corporations are now looking at it. But for any female looking at, Apple has an entrepreneur camp, and I think it's going to start in October. And you can put in an application, and what it does is teaches you, if you designed an app or if you designed something that would be technological, that you have created, and this is for them and their development. They will teach you how to take your application and put it into, the web, put it on technology. This is how a lot of these apps have gotten in place, because these people have created this new system of thought, because that's all it is. It's a new system of thought. And so what I want to look at is, we were talking about how did the corporations how did all of this get brought to their attention that they need to begin, is because of racism. And we have to understand the history of it, because if you look at the history of it, the thing in which it has been done, we just celebrated Juneteenth, and that was June 19th, 1865. And November 19th, 1865, a man named Madison Grant was born in New York, and he became a lawyer, but he also became the father of eugenics. Author of the book. He was the author of the book, Passing of the Great Race. The Passing of the Great Race. And this is what's happening. This great race is now dying. It's passing. And what we're seeing is that, because that was Hitler's Bible. That was Hitler's Bible and what he did. And what we're seeing is that this racism came out of this construction mindset of superior and inferior. What we're having now is this challenge that all of these corporations, that Google, Apple, all of these technological companies that have created themselves, has been created basically from racism, because that was the basis of founding of this country. And that they had two properties: the property in which they stole from the indigenous people of the land and our ancestors that were already here, and the property of the ones that we as our ancestors were stolen and brought here in the trade. To build a civilization for them, to build what was called capital, and out of capitalism came racism. They had to create that, because they had to have the mindset that they were superior. And this is where we get this whole concept of white supremacy. They're not supreme.
Okay.
They are aberrant child. When you look at genetics, this is why I sent you that piece on China, because the human genome is the project that they're working hard and fast to try to put together, to see how we are genetically superior to them, genetically, because we're your parents. How else can we be because we are the ones that you came from. As my grandmother said, I am the source in which you come from. And so what we're now seeing is our aberrant child. And we got disrupted because we became angry in what we saw and them being able to take our lives as they have been doing since they brought us here. And keeping the fear instilled, because that's where, Willie Lynch came from, to the population of something they created. But what it was letting them know that this is only going to last you 300 years, because there's what I have coined the phrase of the overground railroad. What's above us is going to be the thing that's going to help save us, because that's where the source of all knowledge and all is in the universe of one. So what we're seeing now with these corporations, doing what they're doing and attempting to pacify us until everything calms down. And then once we calm down, they'll begin to move the money back into their bank.
Yes.
I sent you, and you can go on Karen Hunter. She's on Urban View on Sirius, but she also has YouTube. And her and one of her co-hosts talked about what they were doing, and I sent you that piece in order to give the data of how much money and the trail of money, because some are offering 100 million, some are offering, $500 million. Whatever it is, they feel that it's money, but you have to look at how did you get your wealth? How did that wealth come into existence? And how did you obtain, this kind of financial security? Is through us. We are the ones who have given you all of these resources, because we help to create. We're now looking at fiber optic, and fiber optic, there's a physicist, his name was Dr. Menza, before he taught at Morehouse, he worked for AT&T. And Dr. Menza took glass and formulated it and strung it as to the size of a hair follicle, and found out that I could transmit light through this hair, and that was what created fiber optics. And so in them discovering fiber optics, that they could transfer more information through fiber optics could they do than using copper. And this has created all of these cable companies that we now see. Byron Allen argued with Comcast. He just went to the Supreme arguing, contract of inclusion, because that was what was we didn't get the 48% of you. They wrote in the Civil Rights Act of 1866 that we had contract of inclusion. Anything that the white man creates, he may allow us to have a contract in it. And so the part of that was that he argued because he was looking at creating our own cable company and being able to transmit and create what we need to control, not Comcast, not Charter, not those ones. So that was the argument. But in that thing, they offered a settlement. It was so important for them to keep this money within themselves that the Department of Justice sent in their attorneys to argue for Comcast and Charter against him. So this is how important this monopoly is for them attempting to keep their racism alive. Because I look at words, and I love playing with words like a wordsmith. And if you put an E in front of race, what do you get?
If you put an E in front of the word erase.
Racism. Erase.
Erase.
How do we erase this ism? I use the acronym for ism is you have sexism, racism, alcoholism, any ism is an ill-sick mind.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're putting on something that is not of the normal spiritual mind.
Mm.
And that ill-sick mind creates this ease in the person. And racism is a disease.
Yes.
It's taught. You're not born with it.
No.
It's taught. And it's been created to perpetuate it, but all we got to do is put an E in front of it and erase it.
All right now. Did you hear that?
What do we got to be?
And how do we do that?
Well, we do this by obtaining just like overstanding self-knowledge, and we have to begin with Naima's book, The Psychic Trauma, and overstanding this psychic trauma. And even the part of looking at that book and seeing what it pertains to and how we got to where we are. But even with the psychopathic racial personality by Bobby E. Wright. And at the end of the book, he says, the solution to our problem is to develop the development of a black social theory, We have to create our own social theory, which will lead to the salvation of our children's mind. Julius Nyerere said it when he became president of Tanzania. Whosoever educates your children controls your future.
All right.
We have to look at how do we get our children's mind back. We must accept the fact that all activities are political. All activities are political. It's not Democrat or Republican. It's life is political. And whether they operate for or against our interests will be determined by our developing the ability to realistically assess and control the dynamic relationship between us and our enemy. Control the dynamics between the relationship. And it says, a black social theory will lead us out of whiteness, of Eurocentric madness, and into blackness of African salvation.
And that is the only way that this is going to happen. And the first thing we have to do is do what we did this morning, is get quiet and listen for direction. And that direction doesn't come from a tube or an app. That correction comes from your live connection to self in the body. And not be persuaded by corporate America. And I'm sure if you dissect those words, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about, because corporate comes from the word corpse. I'm just saying, look it up. So if you just tuned in at 7:51, we are on Monday, June 29th, discussing with Elder Kwame Sunhorse. Does corporate America have the answer to racism? Well, they seem to think they do, because they're throwing money at us in the billions. As you alluded to earlier, Kwame, that video that you shared with me from the Karen Hunter show, that one on YouTube was from Brother Drew McCaskill. And he talked about the Black Enterprise article where corporate America is pledging all this money in the wake of George Floyd. But the question that is posed is who's going to monitor how this money, these billions of dollars, are being distributed? And you talked about Apple. They are first on the list. Bank of America, $1 billion. Nike and Michael Jordan, $100 million over 10 years. Sony, $100 million. Warner Music Group, $100 million. Nike, $40 million. Google, $25 million. Amazon, $10 million. You thought they'd have gave $100 million, as much money as they take. Facebook, $10 million. GM, $10 million. Goldman Sachs, $10 million. Verizon, $10 million. Target, $10 million. All of this pledges to fight racial injustice. Really? Are you serious? If you really wanted to fight injustice, you'd find another way to do it, because in corporate America, their answer is money. Throw money at it, money, money, money. We can make it happen. Is that really the answer? What do you think? 515-605-9325. You wanted to comment before we take a call, Kwame?
Yeah, I was just going to say, because all of those people that are offering this, and you know, the one that really stuck in there, and people need to know this too, is Sony. Because, you know, when the Japanese first created the transistor and began to see after World War II, and we gave reparations to the Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
So what they did was that they in turn took their monies and they put it into developing their technology of that transistor. That's why we used to have transistor radios and transistor this and transistor that. And what they did was, and so they seen, someone here in America saw that this was getting ready to be, you know, something new, and they invested in it. And they said, okay, we want to invest in this technology that you're creating, but we don't want you to disclose or conceal our investment in this. So the acronym of Sony is Standard Oil of New York.
Really?
Right. Rockefellers.
Okay, Standard Oil of New York. That's who Sony is. We thought it was a record label, right?
Well, it didn't start off as a record label, but that came when we did what we did. Sony became a record label because highly intelligent people helping other people. That's the acronym for hip hop.
Oh, wow. Highly intelligent people helping other people. Powerful.
Right. But then Sony got into it, and they've seen that, you know, Sister Soldier, KRS-One, Public Enemy, and those conscious young people, and Tupac especially,
yes,
putting in too much information of changing the mind and changing the structure, and whosoever educates your children controls your world.
Yes.
The children were changing the world in the way that they seen what was going on. And so in them creating the hip-hop or another classical music of America, they turned around and said, well, we got to change this because we got to see how we can have that hop. How can it hurt other people? And what would you get? Gangster rap, the downgrading of black women, the misogyny, you know, all of those tools that they use to denigrate our people and putting their talents to work. Because really, hip-hop and what they're doing is what we used to do as James Brown was one of the first hip-hop artists. But we used to play the dozen.
Yes.
The dozen was being able to rhyme and do with words and create, you know, attacks on back and forth with each other by playing the dozen.
Sure did. Sure did. And the dozens have been mastered by so many of our intellectuals, I'd like to call us, that it has become an art form.
Right.
And we are creative. We are a creative people.
Right.
And that's what we do.
But we have to be. We have to be, and awareness has to be made, is that if we are the creators of humans, we are the creators of human life. That black body that you're in right now is the woman that created all other humans on the planet.
Say that, my brother. Say that. It is 7:57. You are listening to the voice of Elder Kwame Sunhorse, who is joining us here this morning on the topic. Does corporate America have the answer to racism? 515-605-9325. We're going to the phone lines. Area code 773-221. You are live on the Female Solution. What is your comment or question? What's your name and where are you calling from?
Yes, this is Nelson in Chicago.
Grand Rising, thank you for joining
I'll
us.
just say, yes, Grand Rising, and to also Brother Kwame Sunhorse. You know, just last night and the hours of this morning, I was effectively doing some research on NISERA, which is the Global Economic Security and Reform Act, which I gather NISERA, which is the National Economic Security and Reformation Act, has merged into, or vice versa. And I gather that there is a Palladian intergalactic confederation which is going to administer a brand new financial system based on gold and other currency with intrinsic value, unlike the Bitcoin, but it won't have a blockchain as such, but it is somehow able to.
Hi, my name is Heather Schooler, owner of the company Help Me Finish, and newly developed business billionaire breakthrough system. I want to talk today about my friend Zelda Robinson, who has created this mindful breakthrough system, which is absolutely phenomenal. And you want to know what I learned from it? I learned that I can stop the negative patterns in my life through one simple word: stop. And I think about that all the time. Every time I see a red light, I remember to stop. Every time I see a stop sign, I remember to stop. So even when I'm having a bad day and I can see a stop sign, it'll remind me of what Zelda's taught me. So if you guys haven't taken her program, you need to sign up for her program, because we all need to stop the negative voices in our head, and she's got the tools to help you do it. I'm Heather Schooler, owner of Help Me Finish, and I hope you guys sign up. And when you sign up, have a fantastic day every day, because that's what Zelda's going to teach you to do.
But just to remind you that if you are a business, I forgot to mention before the last break, go to sba.gov. There is coronavirus relief if you are a business owner or entrepreneur. There are loans that they are offering, but there is also free grant money in the form of 10 grand, and it takes about 3 days to get it. So if you are a business owner, you're in need, then you might want to go check that site out. And be sure and share it. Don't keep the information. Share that information. It has been a pleasure to be here with you today. I hope that we've shared something that will make your life a little bit more tolerable during this transition, the new normal. And I hope you'll share this video with someone and have a conversation with the elder today and learn something. And what you learn, share it. Share what you've learned anyway. Each one, teach one. Okay, thanks for watching. Appreciate you. Love you. Namaste. Hotel. Shalom.